Hi, my name is Amika and I'm going to be talking about procrastination. Procrastinating and procrastination is something we all do, and we can't deny that, right? It's a crucial part of teenage life, and the suffering that comes from it is unforgettable. Yes, I'm talking to you, someone who finished writing this script the morning it was due. It was 5 a.m. It totally wasn't me. But I mean, who doesn't procrastinate? We understand if we don't procrastinate, we'll probably finish our work a lot less stressed. We don't have to hear teachers and peer being like, you should have started your work earlier. But on the other hand, hardcore procrastinators, yes, we know that we kind of work better when we don't have a lot of time left and we have more pressure to finish things. And indeed, this is true. We humans actually do better when we have sufficient amount of pressure. There was a study conducted by two psychologists who promoted the inverted U theory, and where it shows a relationship between performance and pressure. There is brain chemistry in this theory, as it seems like dopamine, a brain chemical for reward and motivation, is heavily reliant on this. Well, is this it? I mean, sure, procrastination is not really a great thing as we know, but I like to think there's something more to this. And actually there is, and the thing that actually procrastinating can help us is creativity. Huh? Creativity? Procrastination and creativity doesn't sound right. Yeah, I understand, and I know that. Well, let me first define creativity. So, according to the Oxford Language Dictionary, creativity is the use of imagination or original ideas to create something. I guess it's pretty self explanatory, but if we look into it more, well, what is an original idea? Or can you even be 100% original? The thing is that, no, you can never be original. Originality is actually a mashup of already existing ideas and things, and it's just a formatting it just the right way to make new solutions. If you're not convinced with this, let me ask you, can you imagine a new color that you've never seen? Or a sound you never heard? Something you never tasted? Probably not. This is because you can't imagine things that you can never see or know, and therefore original ideas and being creative is all getting ideas from other places. This tells us that then, to be creative, we have to get more stimuli and external influences matching it up together. And usually, places that give the most stimuli and influences are the places unfamiliar or new, as they're overloaded with so much information, and you can look and intake a lot of them. And it doesn't have to be going outside and physically walking, but nowadays when we procrastinate, we often explore the world through our devices, the social media, internet, and gain new information all around the world. Also, this is where connected procrastination. If you procrastinate and do something else, you will be exposed to more stimuli, therefore increasing the possibility of generating original ideas, thus being creative. Wow, great! So, does that mean that I can look into Instagram memes and random YouTube videos? Well, unfortunately, that's not the case, and there is a condition that has to be satisfied for procrastination to contribute to creativity. That is to keep the project or assignment in the back of your mind. I mean, that's pretty easy. Yes, it is easy, but this is the crucial part of making it worth it. The reason here is that when we get new ideas, we often connect things in our brain, and when we have something currently in the back of our mind, it is easier for us to make a connection between those two. Oh my gosh, the key here is that when you procrastinate, you can't completely forget about what you're doing, but you have to be somewhat conscious about it, but not too conscious, as it can affect the level of stress, thus increasing the pressure. And if you have too less or too much pressure, the quality will decline, as seen in the inverted U theory previously explained. So, for example, if you really need an idea for your science project, you can either do one of two things: sit down and think, or procrastinate. And we obviously take the best option to procrastinate. And so what you have to do here is to relax, put that in the back of your mind, take a break, maybe have a walk, do whatever you want to do, browse through the internet. Doing this will be able to stimulate your brain to intake new information and find the opportunity to connect to different things. From my personal experience, recently I needed to hand in my idea for my physics investigation, and but as a hardcore procrastinator, I went out to eat with my friends and hanged out. I was totally stuck into my idea. But surprisingly, when I came back after like 9 p.m., I had three new ideas for my physics investigation. One was from looking into the water and the reflection, the other was a cylindrical shape of fish tank, and the last one was the ATM. Like, I guess it makes sense getting an idea from water because physics, it makes sense, but the ATM, I don't know where that came from, but yeah, I somehow figured out an idea there. So procrastinating and hanging out with my friend did inspire me to be creative and getting original ideas. So, let's all procrastinate and get original ideas. It works, guys. They are actually downside of procrastinating, and we all know that there is. But however, if we can see that sometimes procrastinating can boost up your creativity from external stimuli and influences, which can give you alternative ideas in connecting them to the task you have to finish or assignments you want to finish. But remember, this doesn't really apply to work switching creativity isn't required, such as simple calculations and answering questions. I mean, sure, it can be like 1 plus 1 is square root 4, but usually in maths, you want to simplify as much as you can, and square root 4 isn't really creative, to be honest, so I think it's irrelevant. So feel grateful for me, guys. Now it's justified for you to procrastinate in the name of thinking and generating new ideas and being creative. Next time somebody tells you that you shouldn't procrastinate, just tell them. You might say it's procrastination, well, I say it's a step in being creative. Thank you.